Hello everyone, welcome to this short and brief overview of our upcoming course Target PT 2022. Okay, so let me first introduce myself. This is Neeraj Kumar. I am from the CSE 2012 batch in the Defense Account Service. I qualified the CSE 2011. So I will be taking some portion of this course from polity, etc. This course is divided into 56 sessions. Okay, we are targeting the upcoming PT, which is now not much far. So we have a very complex 7 or 8 months between the PT which happened just in October and the next one in June. That is because of the COVID. We all know that. So we are planning to have this session. This entire course is designed in such a way that it will be covered in almost 56 sessions over a period of 75 days. Each session will be followed by a test. So there will be daily test. So we will be covering a portion. It is the whole purpose of this course is to revise the most important things of that area and practice through tests. Okay. So tests will be following every day. Then we have 6 sectional tests. Now, what are the sectional tests? We know that the GS portion of our syllabus for prelims, it can be divided into 6 broad areas: geography, history, polity, economy, environment, and science tech. Okay, so history, it will cover culture, ancient, medieval, etc. Polity, it will cover governance. Economy, it is there. Environment, it will cover biodiversity, and science and tech will cover the general science. So we are trying to cover it in these 6 broad headings. Mapping, geography will cover it, and of course current affairs, whatever comes. There may be something which is miscellaneous, may not be falling in any bracket, but we are not preparing for it separately. That is something which is there. So all these topics we will be covering them. First of all, we will start with geography, we will cover geography, then we will start with history, we will cover history, then polity, economy. So everything will be covered in a sequence along with the daily tests. Then we will have, at the end of geography, we will have a sectional test. At the end of history, we will have sectional tests. Likewise, then we will have 6 revision tests. Okay, 6 revision tests and 20 mock tests. That will be full. 20 mock tests will be the full mock test for this entire prelims portion, isn't it? So there will be current affairs tests also included in this. Then apart from this course, the classes and the test, you will also get some study material. Okay, which will cover the current affairs. Okay, then facts, important facts for prelims. Important facts for prelims and quick revision notes. Quick revision notes. So these are also to be provided as a part of this course. Okay. Now what is the importance? What is the benefit? So see, we all know that in prelims ultimately it is coming down to whether we are able to get 50 plus questions correct or not. This is the game, isn't it? So on an average, the cutoff has been below 100 over the last 2 or 3 years, but it may 3-4 years back it was around 100, 105 also, 110 also, somewhere close to that. So if we are targeting scoring more than 100 or more than 110, it has never gone beyond 110, and if it goes beyond 110 it will be a very easy paper then. Okay, so our target should be at worst to score 110, so that we are always in the safe zone. We are in that mental frame of mind that today I have given my prelims and tomorrow I can start preparing for mains. Because remember, Pre and mains, the gap is barely 3-4 months, isn't it? As of now, it is only 2.5 months. From next year, most probably you will get 3.5 months or 3 months. So in that gap, you cannot afford to lose time by speculating whether you are getting through or not. So every day when you come with your prelims paper, I mean after the prelims paper, every day you keep on turning the pages of your answer question sheet paper and you recall, अच्छा इसमें क्या किया, ये करता तो ये होता, and you are trying to just ponder over whether you will be getting through or not. Why you make that mistake? And that is pulling you down. You will be wasting your precious 1 month or 20 days till the time the result is coming out. That should never happen. So to maximize the performance, to increase the marks in prelims, we need to be very, very thorough with these 6 areas. And remember, if we go about in a targeted way, it becomes rather easy. Okay, it is not a difficult exam. See, prelims is not a difficult exam, it is a dicey exam. Why I am saying dicey? Because if you take some wrong course of action, it may be very difficult. If you follow the correct course of action, it is not a difficult exam. So prelims, it involves an art. Okay, so when I personally was appearing for prelims, I appeared for 2 or 3 times I appeared for the prelims. So every time I used to score well. There are people who have scored 6 times they have appeared in the prelims. All of the attempts they have scored more than 120, 130. There are such people. There are people who have scored 160 in prelims in the GS paper. So it also involves an art. Once you learn that art, you will always score well in prelims. It will never be a bottleneck. But if you don't know that art, it can create a lot of problems. Your entire effort for your mains, it may go haywire. Now, this is not to fear, create fear. I am telling you, it is just dicey. It is not at all to fear. Okay. So you always break down the prelim syllabus into different components, and then you can realize you are targeting 50 plus correct questions, or say 55 correct questions. So you need to have at least a range of 75 to 80 questions, in which if you get 10-15 wrongs, you will get more than 50 correct. That should be your target, isn't it? If your range is 90, nothing like it. Ideally, it should be 90 or above. Okay, so most of the people who score very well, you will find they will be attempting more than 95 questions or 90 questions. But it is subjective. I am not saying anyone who is attempting 70 is not getting selected. No, that is not my way. They have better efficiency. Okay, what I am trying to say is break it down. So you will see geography, you will get 10 to 15 questions always. History, you will get 15-20 questions always. Polity, you will get 15-20 questions always. Economy. So likewise, what you need to do is you target some 2 or 3 areas which are your strength areas. You will get any 3 areas, you will get at least 50 questions. So you have to practice in a way through the test, through your studies, practice in a way that at least 35 to 40 questions out of those targeted area, what is your strength? So if in your strength area you are able to get 40 correct and 10 wrong, or maybe 5 wrong. So effectively, if you are at least 35 correct, okay, if you are at least 35 correct or 40 correct, then what happens? You just have to score 10 to 15 questions more from the remaining 50. That's how you have to prepare. So from the remaining 50, even if you have done decent preparation, even if you have, suppose you have chosen polity, economy and environment, which are quite conceptual. So always remember, look for areas which are your strength, or look for areas which are conceptual in nature to maximize your score. So these 50 questions where you are going to score heavily, it should be either conceptual or it should be your area of strength. So history may not be very conceptual, it may be factual also, but if it is my strength, my optional, I have done it thoroughly, I will go for it. Okay, so that's how you have to decide. So decide, score well, the other areas at least have a decent preparation. Okay, at least go through the basic textbooks, NCERTs, you will get at least 50% or 40% in that area. So you will always end up, if you follow this approach, you will always end up with 55 to 60 questions correct, that I can assure. Okay, but you will have to implement all these things. It is, theoretically it may sound very good, but when you try to implement it, you will have to have the perseverance, the patience which is required. You will have to revise things regularly. Remember, just doing tests won't do. You have to learn the art from practicing these tests. You have to learn the art of elimination. So the tests are meant to make you understand what is the requirement of a question, how to eliminate the wrong answer, how to eliminate the wrong choice, how to make the right guesses, because without that you will never be able to make it through prelims. There is no student who is always sure of more than 40-45 questions in this paper. Always they are guessing at least 25-30 answers, but that guessing is not wild, it is intelligent, it is smart, it is based on elimination of wrong choices. Okay, so these are the nuances which you will have to learn through the tests, and that is what is going to work. Okay, so all of you are most welcome to the course. Thank you.